Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Unique and welcome to today's little vlog. So today's video is going to be my morning and nighttime skincare routine. I honestly I have like a very simple, why did I say very three times? I have a very simple skincare routine. I don't really do too much on my skin because I feel like the more simple your routine is, the better personally. But like I said, everyone's skin is different. So, what works for me might not work for you and vice versa. It's just about having to try and figure out what works best for you. Also, I do want to give a quick disclaimer that I'm not a dermatologist. I am not certified in anything. So this is just based off of like a 20-year-old girl that had really bad acne since she was in 5th grade to now trying to give you guys some little tips and tricks. I know, like I said, it's been a long time, but I hope you guys enjoy today's little video. So let's get right into it. Good morning, guys. So this is my morning routine. I just woke up, so if I sound tired, that's why. The first thing that I do, I always wash my hands, make sure they're clean. Have to make sure your hands are clean, okay? I go and I make sure my hands are wet and I with my face. Facial wash. I only use one. I don't use, I used to use two, but I feel like there's a lot for my skin. So I just use one now. So I take my bar, I put it under the water, I soak it up. And make sure to turn off your water. Save water, okay? When you can. If you can. So yeah, just make sure it's all really soapy like this. And then I just make sure I do this for, I think you're supposed to wash your face for 30 seconds. So make sure I just wash my face. Sometimes if you're like rushing through the process like me sometimes, I'll literally set a timer, okay? So you can do that too. So then after I do that, I try to leave on my face for a few seconds. And then I start lifting my hands so that I'm not just lathering soap on and on and on. So I take my baby towel and I start rinsing. Okay, then after I just wipe my eyes. I don't pat them because I need the water to get my face, but then I pat my face dry. So the towel. Okay, and then let's get to the actual skincare part. Okay, to the skincare part. The first thing I use is this Witch Hazel Thayer's what's this thing called? Toner. It has aloe vera, rose water, and witch hazel. This product is so good. They sent this to me and I love it so much. Like, I feel like it actually like makes my skin feel so fresh and clear in the morning, which I love. And then since we don't have any cotton balls, I have to use a paper towel. I will be getting some today. So I just put a little bit on and just go all throughout my face. And just throw it on there. And guys, this product, I wish I could just like have you guys smell it because it smells so good. I tell you, I literally recommend this product. And after it dries, I'll show you guys the next product I use. I use this eye serum from the dollar store. I really low-key don't see a difference. I just use it. When I first used it, I feel like it was doing good, and then afterwards I'm like, I don't really see that much of a difference. So I need to find a new product, but that'll be soon. So I have to go and I put it under my eyes. It does kind of give you a little caffeine feel, which is nice. But, you know, like I said, it doesn't really do anything in the long run. Maybe if I use this in like under eye patches, I think maybe that would help. I don't know. Anyways, So after I let that dry, and make sure not to get it close to like your actual eyes because it will burn. So just make sure you're putting it where those bags go, call it a day, and put like a little droppy. That's all you need. So yeah, after that dries a little bit, I go in with the Ordinary Alpha Alpha RB10. Sorry, I forgot to say it. I was like, I'm gonna take this product. Now this one helps with hyperpigmentation, dark spots, all that good stuff. So I just go put a little bit. Be careful because this droplet is glass, so you don't want to drop it because it will break. And also at the same time, make sure you're not putting the droplet directly on your face because it will spread bacteria, so you don't want that. This, and you're going to, no, I'm listening. Put this all on your face. So I always just do one on my head, on my cheeks, my nose, and then my chin. So I go and I just literally rub it in. You guys don't want to see what's under this bonnet because it looks rough right now. I just took out my braids last night and baby. And then when I put it on my chin, I make sure to put some on my face, on my lips too, because I do struggle with a little bit of hyperpigmentation there too. It used to be really bad, but now it's not too bad. But I just make sure because, you know, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I have a little mustache, so it's like, it makes it look a little darker. So I'm like, let me just put a little something right there. Usually I would never tell anyone I had a mustache, but then when I first got into wax, I was like, yeah, it's okay. Then the next thing that I go with the last product, and also really quick, make sure that that serum is dry and kind of like, and I know some people are like, you're supposed to pat it in. I just rub it in. I still see a difference, but you know what? I'm not a dermatologist, so y'all go with what's right for your skin. Everyone's skin is different, okay? So the last thing that I do is the Black Girl sunscreen, the kids one. I never tried the actual one, but I always got the kids one because this is when I was like broke. I ain't got no sunscreen. Now I need to go to the store. Just gotta struggle with it for a second. It's okay, guys. Okay, I got some. So I never tried the actual other one, but people are like, that one's good. But people said that the kids one was low-key better. So I just stuck with the kids. Like this, and I put it here, 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 here. And then I just rub it in like that. Make sure you get every little crevice because it's sunscreen. You don't want your skin to burn. So I do that. And done. That's my morning routine. Okay guys, we're in the bathroom now. So this is gonna be my nighttime routine. So the first thing that I do, pretty much every day, I know it's bad, but I wear makeup. So I always go in with a wipe and I take off any makeup that I have. I don't have the micellar water because I ran out, but most of the times I do use that. So let me go ahead and grab that. But yeah, I just go in with a basic baby wipe and just take off any makeup that I have. I know baby wipes aren't really good for you, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, okay? Okay, that's all done. So then after I wipe my makeup off and stuff, I always go in with my facial wash. So I use the CeraVe SA Bar Cleanser for rough and bumpy skin. And this one has salicylic acid, so it's really good for your skin. And I've been using this for like a few years now, and I've noticed such a huge difference. Like, it's actually crazy. So I definitely recommend this one. So yeah, I always just go wash my hands beforehand. Then I wet my face so it can be easier to apply the product. And then I just literally go and do this with the bar. Just rubbing in as much as I can. And y'all, like I said, this bar lasts me a long time. And I think for me personally, I've noticed a difference using this besides like the foaming cleanser. I see a difference with this one for sure. So I'll just go and I put it all over my face. And you're supposed to wash your face for 30 seconds, I believe. So, but I get literally like in my edges too, especially when I have braids. I get into the edges, and sometimes if it's not really foamy enough, I usually take a little bit of water, just soak it up in my hands again, and then it applies so much better. But I get any and everywhere. Obviously, I avoid the eyes because your eyes will burn, and that will not be fun. Okay, so after I do that, I like to leave it on my face for just a little bit. So probably like maybe like 10 seconds so the product can really get into my skin and it can absorb it. Then I just use a basic towel. I did have one, but it's not here. So make sure your washcloths are clean. I always change my washcloth after a week. I change it out because it gets dirty. It's back. You know, you just don't want old bad stuff in here, okay? So just change it out every week if you can. And I always put my water on like lukewarm. I don't do like too cold or too hot either. Okay, so I got all of the soap off of my skin. Then I go and I just pat my face dry like this. Don't like wipe it. I think that's not good for you, but just pat it if you can. Sometimes I do like just wipe around I do wipe around my eyes because the soap sometimes be falling in there and I know when my eyes burn. So I go do that, make sure all the soap is off my beautiful skin. Okay, cool, that's done. So after I do that, I let my face just dry a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Let it breathe, get some air, chill. Go in with, guys, I don't have any more. I need to order some. But the Topicals Faded Cream, guys, this right here, don't worry about this little part. It's like really full. Okay, then I know, guys, I need to get more. But I go in with the Faded Topicals. This product has done amazing for me. Like, I recommend it. I know it's a little costly, but buy it. Like, and it's so good. Like, I used to have really bad dark spots, but ever since I started using this product, literally amazing. So obviously this is how much I love it because it's gone. But literally I just go and I put it in like my problem areas. So like mainly my cheeks, pretty much all over my skin. I struggle with like, whatchamacallit, dark spots. So I go in and I just rub it in as much as I can. I rub it everywhere. I do a little bit under my eyes too because I do have a little bit of darkness, and that's helped with that too for sure. And then I put it on my other problem area, which is this cheek, and I just do the same thing. I just rub it in as much as I can, get that product in there. And then I do my chin, and then around my lips area too. Even though I really just mainly struggle with my hyperpigmentation on my cheeks and my forehead, I still just make sure to put it around everywhere. So I do that, and then I do put a little bit on my nose as well, just in case. You never know. I just put like a little drop, and I just go on my nose like this, and yeah. Now let that sit in my skin for a little bit before I apply my moisturizer. Like, so my nighttime routine is really basic. Like, I don't really do much. I only do like 3 steps and then that's it. But I think definitely the more simple your routine is, the better you're gonna be off. You don't want to have a routine where you have like 20 different steps. That's not good for your skin. It's simple. The more simple it is, the better it is. So remember that. Then I go in with the Equate Beauty moisturizing lotion. I got this for Walmart. I think this big one was like $8, $9. I've had this for such a long time and it's lasted me a while. Cause I did used to use the CeraVe, but then I was like, this is when I was going through some hard times, y'all. I was broke, okay? So I started using this, and I don't, like, the product still works the same. So I just take a little bit, like literally that's all I need for my face. And I just rub it in like this. Just rub it in everywhere. You know how your moms will lotion your face in the morning? This is literally what I do. Just like that. And sometimes I get my neck too. But I do that. I gotta rub my eyes. And sometimes I still have like makeup under my eyes, so I just go and like wipe it under. Cause I don't like having that. Cause I wake up and then everyone's like, "You look so tired." I'm like, y'all, it's just the makeup, I swear, it's not me. So yeah, then I'll let it sit into my skin a little bit, and that's it. That's literally my nighttime routine. Very simple and basic. So yeah,